people keep saying to me that I don't vote because all politicians are the same. But the truth is more painful than that. So why are so many people choosing not to vote when there's an election? Because let's face it, our grandfathers and our great-grandfathers fought in both world wars so that we today can have a vote. And that's so important because that's not just legacy, it's also very honourable to vote in their memory. But of course, when you vote for a party and it does not do a good job in power, or you vote for somebody and they don't get in because of the system we have, then something very clearly is broken. And of course, so many people are choosing not to vote anymore. And it's such a shame because we need to vote. But voting isn't the problem. Politics is the problem. We have a broken political system. And that system fundamentally needs to change. It needs to change to represent us, the people, so that we can make the UK, and not just the UK but the world, a better place. Because if we don't do that, we're going to repeat history, and repeating the same thing is such a crazy thing to do, and is the definition of stupidity. So why does voting still matter fundamentally so? Well, it matters because we need to have a say, and you need to vote because it's your right to vote. If you're 18 or above, it's your right. And of course, you go back 100 years ago, women couldn't vote at all. So we've gone through so much suffering, and our greatest generation before us has stood up, have put their hand up and said, no, we're not going to put up to tyranny, and we have the vote because of them. We have our fundamental freedom because of our ancestors and because of the greatest generations, our grandfathers, our grandmothers and our great-grandparents. And that is such an important thing. But of course, unless the political system evolves, if it doesn't change and become better, if it doesn't have fair representation, we're still going to be stuck in this mess in 10 years from now. And of course, we've got an age where the Conservatives are fundamentally dying. Soon it will be Labour. When they get out of power and they're no longer in power, that's the end of Labour. They've done such an awful job, the people are never going to forgive them. And we have the rise of people like Reform, who on one hand I think may be the answer, but on the other hand I think maybe not. But I'm willing to let them have a go, to give them a try at being in power, to see whether they could do a better job than what our current political leaders are doing. Because let's face it, Keir Starmer, it's just a joke, really. But let's not get too political, because that's not the aim of the video. The aim of the video is to talk about why you should vote and why young people aren't voting enough, because they've lost that respect. They don't fundamentally care, and why should they care when the political system does not care for them? So many young people are being let down by the system, so we need to stand up for ourselves. And what I mean by that, we need to take that right to vote, we need to vote in the right people, but above all, we need to call for a big change in politics to make the world a better place. Because if we don't make the world a better place and we don't make UK politics better, then we're going to keep repeating ourselves and we'll still be in this sticky situation 5 and 10 years from now. So we need a new kind of politics. We need honest, local and human politicians that actually represent us, the people, the common people, because it is us. We make the UK economy drive, we bring in the money, we do all the jobs, and so many people in UK politics have gone to university, top universities, and do not know what it means to be the average man. And of course, if we don't think about changing the system, more people are going to become even more delusional and have more apathy when it comes to not voting. So we need to grasp the politics by the side, we need to change it, we need to ask for that change peacefully and calmly. That's the most important message in this video, and we need to say, no, we're fed up, we want to change, we want a better political system that represents all of us and not just the small 1%. So politics isn't broken because you don't vote, it's broken because you don't matter to the politicians anymore. So let's have a change, let's see the UK become what it should be, the United Kingdom, a great kingdom, a kingdom that is awesome, and I believe we can achieve that. We can get back to being what we used to be, you know, but also have the good values and move forward in a positive light. So if you like the video, do subscribe and do leave a comment. Let me know what you think, because your voice matters. Yeah.